Hey, this is Anil Agrawal from marketingautomationfocus.com, and today I'm going to show you an app which helps your business processes flowing smoothly, and it's called Flowlu. I'm going to show you first their homepage, and then I'm going to go inside my Flowlu account, and I'm just going to show you inside of it. So this video is not a tutorial of any specific feature, how to use it. I may do that later on. If you'd like to comment below and let me know, and I can create several videos for showing you each feature and maybe talk about some strategies, how to use it and different use cases. But this one is just showing a first look and kind of an overview. So let's look at their homepage here, and as they say, business management software. So it's got a bunch of tools to run your company, from project and customer relationship management, which is CRM, to some finance tracking. Now, don't expect this to be like your Quicken software or some other software that they can take the payment, send out an invoice, and automatically take the payment and stuff like that. So, but I'll briefly touch on that later on. But um, it is pretty powerful. It seems a ton of features, so it could be very overwhelming. So just word of caution that if and when you actually get this app and this software as a service, then when you log in, you're going to see so many features. So you just have to go one by one. So let me just uh, take a look at their homepage. So they just give you an overview, and you can do projects and tasks. So you can manage that with project workflows, Gantt charts, if you know what those are. It kind of shows you project timelines and stuff, and Kanban view of your project, and time tracking, checklists, reports, a whole bunch of things based for your project management. And then for financial management and invoicing, so you can send invoices, you can send recurring invoices, and and invoice approvals, revenue and expense reports, cash flow forecasting. It'll help you with that. So that's pretty neat. So you can already see that there's a lot of stuff here. Customer relationship management, it's CRM. So you have your contacts, you can have your email syncing, you can uh, build custom fields for your each contact, you can have web forms for lead generation, you can integrate that, and you can manage your contacts in there. And then you can also have opportunities and sales funnels in your CRM basically. Okay, and next one is the collaboration. So you can have your team and you can collaborate with your team members for different things uh, to manage your project and maybe CRM stuff. And so you can get notifications, you can um, comments, and you can have kind of a messenger type messages. You can do project chats. You can also brainstorm using mind maps, and I'll show you that briefly. So it's really powerful. Now then you can have your own knowledge base. So it's like a knowledge base software built in, and you can have your articles there, you can have external access, you can export to your website, and a pretty good search capability. Now I haven't tried all of them, to be totally honest, and it's just a first look, and I'm slowly going to transition over to Flowlu. So and they're still developing, and so uh, now then they have this agile project management, this Kanban board and sprints and estimation and burn down chart and those kinds of things. So it's just pretty deep, but I I like to think, one thing at a time, and then you go deep and as you need any of these features. But it's there if and when you need it, okay? And they just tell you about, so many companies using in so many countries already, and you can have integration with G Suite, Gmail, Square, PayPal for your payments, Google Calendar. So I use Google Calendar. I use Outlook too, but not too much. Just Gmail and Google Calendar most of the time. But if you need to use Outlook, then Outlook is there. Yahoo is there. And if you wanted, you could do a 14-day free trial also. And they have pretty good in-app support. So for any help that you need, they have video tutorials. They are developing tutorials. Quite frankly, they're not um, too many at the moment. They're focused on developing and enhancing features right now, and it's really not that difficult. For most part, you take one step at a time, and things should be fairly not too complex, I would say. And then they have knowledge base, and like I said before, support chat as well. So and then this tells you that how are they rated on different platforms. So let me go take you inside of Flowlu. So when you first log in, it's a pleasant surprise that it's very clean workspace. Most of the space here, as you can see, and on the left bar you have the left menu items. And you can always on the top right over here, you can disable this, but I haven't disabled. I just want to play along with it. As you can tell, that what they did, they created a project, and so basically you get to see how you can actually even create your task as part of your project, and they get listed under different categories, and then you can have different tasks, and they are like numbered 1, 2, 3. So in this case, for your profile, they kind of guide you through. So this is pretty neat. You move on one by one, or you could just simply jump like I did. I jumped company's account, so I set up your company's account. So I did that first, and I just happened to just try this feature. So I invited a teammate, and that was actually just me, and I just kind of tested on another email. So and so this is pretty good onboarding. And let me just quickly jump here, and you can always uh, go on online in-app chat for any support, and the knowledge base and help articles are there as well. So now, once you're done with onboarding, either you finish it or you disable it, then you move on to your feed, your main feed. Right now, I don't have any, and 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 for tasks, it just let's just see here. Right now, we're just kind of playing with it, but you can see different tabs here. So whatever to-do list, um, to-do items you have is going to be listed here. And I kind of like this Kanban board. So there's so many to-dos, and I've not moved them into in progress or done. And I just got this completed task here on the far right. And so those were the ones that I had completed as I showed you on onboarding. So it's just pretty neat view. List view is also good in case if you just wanted to have a list, and it's nice feature here which gives you a column for stage. So whichever items are at different stages. So if you go back to Kanban board, so if you had in progress, it would show, but I don't have any here in progress. So they pretty much all are to do. So that's what in list view, all the tasks that you need to be done. And then there you can always have templates. I haven't created one, so there's none. Let me move quickly here. Under CRM tab, you can have opportunities. You can import opportunities if you have a formatted file you can import, and you can create your opportunity. And then you have different settings here: sales funnel settings, opportunity sources, loss reason settings, and web to lead settings. So there is pretty powerful. I haven't really gone into the details of it as yet, but just start with on top the simplest things that you know that you need. Set it up, but don't try to set up everything in one shot or in one sitting, or even first week or first few weeks even. So start with contacts, teams and basic things, and then move in deeper. And then if you had any activities going on as part of your opportunities that you captured, then it would show up here. And then organizations, if you want to create different organizations or you want to import, and then different account settings and industries, and you can create custom fields related to the organizations. And then if you entered any contacts, you can create contacts, or if you want to import from outside, if you already have some database of your CRM contacts, then you can bring them in. And there are a whole bunch of settings as well for each contact, for example. And the archive ones are the ones that, let's say that for your opportunity, the way it works is that if the opportunity turned into, basically somebody turned into your customer, you basically sold something, then you basically won the opportunity. So and then when you close out, then payments are done, or whatever your definition would be. Then if you've done, then that would be archived here. And if, let's say that you lost an opportunity, there was an opportunity but they didn't buy it, okay, or you thought that they're going to buy but then they didn't, or they didn't make a payment, so you lost it. Okay, so those would be archived here as well. And then under projects, then whatever projects you have. So right now, whatever the onboarding project, as I mentioned before, getting started with Flowlu. So that's the project here, and this was just a bunch of tasks for onboarding. So there is no revenue or expensive or start date, deadline, whatever. But you see the capability here for your project that you can assign those uh, metrics, so to speak. So, and then project workflow, you can create the whole workflow to define basically your steps of or activities, how they occur. So let's say if I'm going to be doing website design for my client, and so I'm going to have a project XYZ to design a website for that client. Okay, now how is the whole project going to flow? What are the stages? Okay, I may have an onboarding call or onboarding sequence of emails sent out. I'm going to request some information, and then next step and next step. And maybe they're broken into phases, maybe. And the final stage would be launch the website. And so that would be the flow. So that would be the project flow. Okay. And then this one, I'm guessing I'm going to have to try it to see workload boards. So I'm guessing that what kind of workload you have in a specific project or a bunch of projects. So if you define your workflow, then whatever the stage of the workflow is, then that would be listed here. And this is the stage of your task for individual tasks. And then if you I don't know if this is what is this? So this is assigned to whoever the project manager is, for example, and you can assign this to a team member, for example. Finance, again, there are a whole bunch of features here. Invoices, you can create new invoices, you can add pricing. Uh, Again, you can have custom templates, recurring invoices. I haven't created any of these. Um, and then you can generate estimates. And if money tab is, whatever the payment or expenses are made, and the transaction is obvious also. For files, if you have a shared folder, it's going to show up here when you're creating shared folder within this app, and shared or all folders. And my team, like I said, it would be team members listed. And calendar view is really nice. A couple of things to note here is a nice, uh, basically nice interface that you look at it, and there are different options. You can move you know next week, because this is weekly calendar. You can look at the month, you can have a day view, or you can have a list view. Okay, typically people use week, I guess, and I use weekly type view. And then settings here, then you have your settings, and then for new event, so whichever day you're at, if you click on new event, it's going to create new event, and you can have multiple calendars, so you can create different calendars. So right now by default is the company calendar. Okay, and then agile projects is also, it's deep. I don't normally use, I haven't used it much before, so it would be interesting to see how that works. uh, Right, and then there are a bunch of settings for that as well, but I haven't used it in the past and on any platform. And then if you have different products, my product could be, I could have a product that I'm looking for an opportunity to um, sell my services for website design, for example, or Facebook ads, um, done for you or done with you type service, or chatbots, or whatever services or products or services that you want to mention here, or list and create those. And you can define categories, manufacturers, pricing. Um, uh, Record list is also seems very interesting to me. Knowledge base, you can create your own knowledge base here for your own organization, and whatever services and products that you offer, and if you want to create your knowledge base. And this mind maps is also very, very interesting. I do use mind maps, so it would be interesting to see. You can see already that you can bring in xmind file import, and they may add other formats of mind mapping tools, and you can create on your own within this Flowlu. So this is very powerful. Email is that if you want to connect your account to bring in your email, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that at this point. I'm not thinking of bringing in all my emails into Flowlu at this point as in my inbox yet, because I got so many other accounts or email accounts that are coming into Gmail, and I'm not sure if I'm going to bring all of that here. So that depends on your use case, but if you need to, want to, then this feature is here. And then in the overall Flowlu app, you have so many types of reports that you can generate based on tasks, based on CRM, projects, financial, and within each category, you have different types of reports that you can run, meaning you can create. Uh, Now, this is interesting under admin. It's hard to see here on the left sidebar. There are a whole bunch of apps. Now, I think these are not quite apps per se. I think it looks like that these are mostly like modules. So the mind map I mentioned earlier on the left sidebar, it showed up because I actually clicked on install. So you're installing kind of, it's an app, but not really. You can call it app or a widget or module. So if you wanted to add time trackers, so um, then you will have this install button, and you would install that uh, module. So then it will show up on the left side. Okay. And then you have system settings and your subscription information, and then user management. Those are pretty obvious. And just a quick note here, top right, you have this help and support, which also shows you, by the way, that they have Android app and iOS app as well. Now, they say that the app, they don't like themselves, and they really want to change the whole app. And so that's going to be coming in next few months. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but there is an iOS app and Android app. I use iPhone, so I think I installed it, but I haven't started using logged in into my iPhone for this Flowlu. So now if you click again, it disappears. That's a nice feature. And this one is like if you wanted to have a sidebar with type, you can type your notes there. So click again, it disappears. And then this one is for just contacts. So this is a nice feature. If you have tons of contacts, you can quickly search. I click again, it disappears. And then this icon is for notification. Okay, so this one is a nice one that is just 1 month ago when I started playing with it, more than 1 month ago, I think. Then this task was a reminder for me at that time. So this there, and I haven't gotten rid of it. Click again, it should disappear. So there's a lot of stuff here. So um, it really, I think it's you can see that it's very, very powerful. The founder and the team, uh, they're working really hard. The founder seems to be a very nice person, and they have a Facebook group. You can join the Facebook group, and I'll list under and around this video somewhere the link to the Facebook group as well. And but again, as I mentioned a couple of times before, that if you just go too deep too quick, then it's gonna be overwhelming, and then you may end up like, oh, I don't like this app. Well, you can see yourself that it's got lots of features, and you don't have to use all of them, certainly not at the beginning, at the start of it. So whether you ever use certain features before or not, you may be too excited. I'm excited about a whole bunch of features here that I would love to use, but I'm going to just go step by step, just create one, my product, maybe an opportunity, maybe just create one, a fake one, and just try things out. And it's looking very promising to me. So just sign up for 14-day trial and try it yourself. So hopefully this was of some help to show you an overview, and in future I can go deep each feature and talk about that, how to do certain things in for each category of features, and maybe some strategies how to run your business using this tool. I can do that. So that's it for now, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.